Jill.
Good afternoon. Today, Jesse Matthew Jr. pled guilty to the first-degree murder of Hannah Graham, guilty to the abduction with intent to defile Hannah Graham, guilty to the first-degree murder of Morgan Harrington, and guilty to the abduction with intent to defile Morgan Harrington. Matthew will serve the maximum penalty for each of these offenses, 4 additional consecutive life terms. He has waived his right to appeal or withdraw his plea and waived any right to petition for early release, conditional release, geriatric release, or any type of parole. In exchange, the Commonwealth null pros a capital murder charge against him. However, the Commonwealth reserves the right to re-indict this charge without time limitation should the terms of this plea be violated. This agreement serves the interests of justice. It ensures public safety and offender accountability with the plea of guilty, 4 consecutive life terms, and the elimination of any possibility of release. It serves the interests of justice by providing a joint resolution consistent with the wishes of the Graham and Harrington families that avoids the additional re-victimization associated with highly public trials. It provides the families, community, and Commonwealth with legal finality and clarity in cases that would have been subject to extended appellate review. While no outcome will ever produce closure, this agreement promotes resolution. This is not a time for celebration, but it is a time for recognition. This agreement is possible only because of the hard work, professionalism, and dedication of law enforcement, the Albemarle and Charlottesville Police Departments, the Virginia State Police, forensic examiners, federal partners, the Albemarle Sheriff's Office, search and rescue personnel, and thousands of volunteers who made Hannah's cause, Morgan's cause, their own cause. Attorneys and support staff from the Albemarle County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, who have lived these cases for the last 6.5 years, including my predecessor. To fellow Commonwealth's attorneys from Prince William, Louisa, Chesterfield, and Roanoke, who placed justice above politics by providing guidance, assistance, and support over the last several weeks. Finally, most importantly, I would like to thank the Harrington and Graham families, who, in the face of enormous grief, have shown uncommon courage. In seeking justice for their daughters, have shown determination and resolve in the face of unspeakable loss. Your wait has been a long one. Thank you for your patience and for your faith and confidence in our legal process. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Since Hannah's disappearance, Sue and I have been very circumspect in our public comments because we judged that it was in everybody's interests, including Hannah's, that the case against Jesse Matthew was not only prosecuted fairly and without undue influence, but was also seen to be prosecuted fairly. Today marks the end of the legal cases arising from Matthew's abduction and murder of Hannah and Morgan, so we do now feel able to comment. I'd like to make it very clear that Mr. Tracy did consult us as the plea agreement was negotiated, and the agreement concluded today has our full support. Our overriding priority was that Matthew will never be able again to inflict his depravity on young women. The agreement meets this objective, which we regard as a public safety imperative. Matthew's deeds show that he is far too dangerous ever to be allowed to be free. The agreement also spares Hannah's friends who would have been witnesses, the community, our family, and us the re-traumatization that a 4-week trial would have brought, and brings finality to the legal process. Today's events do not bring Hannah back to us, of course. We miss her every day and know that many others do too. At times like this, one has to draw comfort where one can. Hannah was the most optimistic person we have known and was extremely happy. She loved Charlottesville and was delighted to return in August 2014 for her second year at university. At the time of her death, she was totally immersed in her courses, making plans and looking forward to Nationals postseason baseball. We draw considerable pride in all that Hannah achieved in her short life, mercilessly cut short by Jesse Matthew. His evil deprived the world of a great talent, but Hannah's enduring gift to us all is that she enabled this wicked man to be apprehended and convicted. She did change the world, but at a terrible price. In closing, it would be remiss of me not to thank the Charlottesville and Albemarle County Police Departments and Virginia State Police for their tireless work. Firstly, in searching for Hannah, and then in gathering the evidence that supported the convictions today. Chief Longo was inspiring, and in Charlottesville we also worked extremely closely with Detective Sergeant Mooney. In the Albemarle Police Department, we particularly thank Colonel Sellers, Detective Sergeant Walls, and Detective Ballou for their support. And who could forget the remarkable search efforts of Mark Eggerman and his team. Thanks are also due to the Albemarle County Commonwealth's Attorney, Mr. Tracy, and his team, with whom we've worked very closely, and not forgetting Mr. Tracy's predecessor, Ms. Lunsford. The citizens of Charlottesville have been wonderfully supportive to us, as has the university. We also thank neighbours, friends, colleagues, and those who participated in community searches, as well as others, some not even known to us, from across this country and abroad, who have contacted us to offer their support. That's all I would like to say today. Thank you.